Money Trip and Tommy Fantastic in the ring for the tag team known as the Tennessee Outlaws. Bob Valachi's your referee, and they've locked up collar and elbow as Tommy Fantastic pulls Trip around into a nice side headlock position. As fans, we're glad you're tuned in, turned on, and checking out the action of Triton Championship Wrestling, no matter where you may be joining us from. As Fantastic now reversing right there, got Trip in a nice hammer-like position and then swings it right back around into that side headlock once again. As Trip there got his man off of him, and oh, Fantastic caught him with a big shoulder block. Trip very slow to get up there, and Fantastic apparently delayed his intended offense because he realized that Trip had stunned himself on that last maneuver, and very sportsmanlike conduct being displayed thus far in this contest here with Triton Championship Wrestling. You know, and it was a rare sight, a nice thing to see both men, all four competitors in this contest, shaking hands prior to the match, and just best of wishes to each team. And you know, that's the way it ought to be. Every man, you know, cleans in a fair and professional manner, and that's what these two teams are both trying to do right here with TCW. As Trip now reversing that, turning that headlock around into a chicken wing on Tommy Fantastic, as Fantastic's looking for a back door here. Can't seem to find one at the moment, and Trip pulled him right back in. Nice utilization of the ropes as he shot his man into the ropes just to return him into that side headlock position. As Fantastic got leveled right there with that shoulder block from Trip. Trip up and over his man and caught Fantastic, stopped him dead in his tracks, reversed it on him, and now Trip with a nice leapfrog. Fantastic got caught right there with a hip toss, and a second hip toss followed in by Trip on Tommy Fantastic. Trip now moving back in on his man, Irish whip to the near side. Trip coming across, follows him in with a big clothesline right there, just leveling Tommy Fantastic in the corner. As referee Bob Valachi checking in on the action, and Fantastic just took a tough tumble out to the floor. As we're coming to you from Mountain City, Tennessee at Johnson County High School in this particular event, and Tommy Fantastic just got thrown out to the as Fantastic now has been able to make his way back up into the ring. Cold Cash D hadn't seen any action yet as Bert Tripp started off this contest for his team and has remained in the whole time. Brady Hawks now has been tagged in for the Tennessee Outlaws, and Tripp's thinking about it, and the crowd's responding in kind as he's thinking about making that tag. There you see, legal tag made. Here comes Cold Cash D in for the tag team of the Money Trip. Cold Cash D and Brady Hawks locked up collar and elbow as Cold Cash got him in that arm bar, winding up on that arm as Brady Hawks in for the Tennessee Outlaws as he's been able to reverse it. He found that back door and pulls this man into a nice side headlock position. Referee Bob Valachi checking right in on the action here with Triton Championship Wrestling. Fans, I tell you what, be sure to come see us live when we come to a town near you, whether it's over in Jefferson, Mountain City, Boone, down in Cranberry, over in Avery County, no matter where it may be sure to come join us for some TCW action live. As this top wrist lock now has gone almost into a pinning predicament. Cold Cash D has got Brady Hawks in a move, pull his way out of this, as he has been able to bridge back up and dump Cold Cash D right there. I tell you, that took a tremendous amount of strength on the part of Brady Hawks to be able to power back out of that top wrist lock that almost ended up into a pinfall position. And Brady Hawks is having absolutely no luck trying to drop that elbow on Cold Cash D as Cold Cash near almost rolled out of the ring there. Brady Hawks' partner, Tommy Fantastic, had to help him out, push him back into the ring as Hawks caught his man with a nice hip toss right there, makes the tag. Tommy Fantastic in now for the Tennessee Outlaws. Referee bout got nailed right there, and Cold Cash definitely did with a pair of back elbows from the Tennessee Outlaws. Tommy Fantastic in for his team now as Cold Cash D desperately needs to get over and make that tag with Trip. As Cold Cash into the ropes and got caught with an elbow right there coming back across, as Tommy Fantastic managed to turn that situation to his advantage. And once again, Cold Cash ducked that time and caught him with a clothesline of his own. As Cold Cash D, now the opportunity has arisen. He needs to get over there and make that tag if he can, to Tripp, as he's got Tommy Fantastic stunned after that clothesline. Now scoops Fantastic up, big full body slam. Drove his man into the canvas on that one. That big forearm as, well, may have been a closed fist. Apparently it was. Referee was indicating he needed to open up that hand. So apparently a fist drop there after the little juke and jive. Irish whip reversed, and Fantastic shot his man back into the ropes again. Caught him right there with a high hip toss. As Tommy Fantastic of the Tennessee Outlaws setting up now on Cold Cash. Looked like he was maybe stalking him for a drop kick or something, but chooses to follow in with a splash in the corner as Cold Cash D is in definite trouble at this point. Fantastic following his man back into the corner. Irish whip coming up to the far side as, oh my, Cold Cash D and Tommy Fantastic look like their noggins just collided. Man, that looked absolutely brutal. As it looks like we got a car wreck out here now. Bodies laying everywhere. Both men trying to crawl to their corners as Brady Hawks and Tripp are waiting on the apron to get tagged in. We got a tag on the Money Tripp's part, the Tennessee Outlaws. As Tommy Fantastic still in there for the Tennessee Outlaws. Here comes Tripp, big clothesline in the corner. As Tripp now has this opportunity. Tommy Fantastic's tired, he's winded. He's already fought a heck of a contest. Tripp's fairly fresh at this point. Big monkey flip out of the corner as Tripp now setting up on Fantastic. Follows him in with a nice clothesline, takes him down. Referee got a 2 count out of that exchange. As Tripp now has got Tommy Fantastic in a world of trouble. Makes the tag. Looks like he made a tag there to Cold Cash possibly. Caught Fantastic with that shot right to the face coming off the ropes. Cold Cash is in. That tag was made. Referee's going to allow it as they're getting him set up here for a tag team maneuver as Tripp springs him up and Cold Cash caught him right there with that elbow after he dumped him, and the legs hook caught him with a drop toe hold. And this is a U.S. title matchup here. Of course, Jamie Gibson, the current U.S. champion, and you saw the gold belt displayed moments ago. This is a U.S. title contest as Gibson shot Doc right in right there. Doc caught his man, looked like a version of an arm drag and another version of an arm drag right there, bringing Jamie Gibson over. As Doc Johnson, I tell you, he's a great competitor, no doubt about that. I'd classify him more as a lightweight or cruiserweight, but he's right there on that border. As Jamie Gibson, of course, our current U.S. champion here in Triton Championship Wrestling, and a great established star here in TCW. As Doc controlling Jamie at this point in time with that arm bar, winding up on that arm now. As, well, wait a minute, he apparently missed a kick, and Jamie took him and tossed him right there with a beautiful suplex. Doc apparently was going for a back heel kick and missed it, and Jamie just took advantage of the situation. Irish whip reversed right there. Jamie caught him with a nice shoulder block. Gibson up and over his man as Doc Johnson caught him right there with a modified 2 count out of that exchange. Doc Johnson just telling Jamie, come on, bring it on. As, oh, he's getting fired up now. He's pulled the t-shirt off. He's ready to go. As Gibson got caught by that boot and followed up with a hard shot to the head right there. As the current United States heavyweight champion here in Triton Championship Wrestling, Jamie Gibson, on the receiving end of quite a bit of punishment from Doc Johnson, the newest member of the Diamond Mine. And Doc now in with a blatant chokehold right in front of the official. He is laying a count on him. As Doc now having a word with the ladies at ringside as he's got Gibson back up. Big headbutt right there. And now straddling Gibson, and oh, it looks like he's biting him on the forehead. What a disgusting display. Doc Johnson's a much better wrestler than that, or resort to such tactics. Now he's raking at the eyes of Jamie Gibson as well. Oh man, Gibson is blinded after Johnson was raking at his eyes, and now, as you can see his legs kicking, there they are as well. Man, I tell you what, Gibson, he's got his hands full in this one as Doc Johnson now bringing his man back up. Johnson going up to that second rope. What's he got in mind here? Possible DDT coming up. No, Jamie Gibson stopped it with a beautiful suplex. What a great reversal there by Jamie Gibson. as Rebecca Lynn cheering him on at ringside. And man, I tell you what, that was a great adjustment that Jamie Gibson made right there to stop that attempted DDT by Doc Johnson. Gibson caught his man with a short shot right there and another quick stinging right hand as Doc Johnson now on the receiving end of punishment at the hands of the U.S. champion Jamie Gibson. Jamie Gibson raking his eyes across that turnbuckle, or excuse me, across that top rope rather. And I tell you, that'll impair your vision, let me tell you. As Jamie Gibson now sets up Johnson. Johnson springboard off that second rope with a flying body attack, nailing Jamie Gibson there. Referee's in and only got a 2 count as Jamie Gibson was able to make his way under that second rope. Gibson managed to make his way under that bottom rope and break up that attempted pinfall there. Irish whip to the left side, coming across, and Gibson got his man, rolled him up right there in a schoolboy, and Doc Johnson was able to utilize that bottom rope this time to his advantage as Johnson now has got Jamie Gibson set up. Wait a minute, reversal once again. Gibson, the man, pulling out all these reversals here as Johnson caught him right there with a quick low drop kick right to the knee area of Jamie Gibson as both men are staggered and stunned at this point in this U.S. title matchup. Doc Johnson now got Gibson set up here. What's he going to do? Hopefully he'll keep this maneuver legal and drops an elbow, we'll say, to the inside of the thigh to be rather generous. Now Doc Johnson following that up with a bite. He was biting his man on the leg as well. My gracious, Doc Johnson, you never know what this kid's going to do. He's about half crazy, and I think he would make a great addition hanging out with Rick Karloff and Christian Kane because he's almost as crazy as those two are, especially Karloff for that matter. That guy, he's out there. Look at that. Doc Johnson missed that attempted maneuver, ends up just sitting on the top rope. Rebecca Lynn come along and pushed him right off that top rope, and the referee never saw a bit of it. He was tied up with Jamie Gibson over on the other side of the ring. And look out, we might have a fight breaking out. Cat fight breaking out right here. We sure do. We've got a cat fight in the ring. The valets are fighting it out right now. There we go. Oh my, here they go, round and round. Jamie Gibson and Doc Johnson, they were hooking it up on the floor. Now they're trying to pull this thing apart. Jamie Gibson's in there. Oh my, cat fight here in TCW as only TCW can bring it to you as this match has virtually come to a standstill. Might as well make it a mixed tag if you ask me, but we've got chaos at this point in time. As the valets are taking their position back out on the floor, this match is going to resume one-on-one. Jamie Gibson and Doc Johnson. It is a U.S. title matchup. Referee relaxing a little bit as far as outside interference, and I can understand his call there. We want to get a clean winner, and Doc Johnson just dropped Jamie Gibson right there. And wait a minute, Fallaci's out. Bob Fallaci's out. He's talking to Rebecca Lynn about something over here. He's handed her a piece of paper or something, and she's going into her boot. She apparently just gave him some money. Apparently there's some sort of deals going on here on the floor. Rebecca Lynn's just giving Fallaci some money. He started to walk away, but then he's like he's not happy about it. It's not enough or something. Doc Johnson with a drop kick off the top rope. Jamie Gibson just took the referee out in the process. Man, oh man, everything's happening in this contest. As now Doc Johnson coming over. He's grabbed something off the canvas. It looks like some of Fallaci's money perhaps. It is. Fallaci's raising Kane. He wants his cash back. Rebecca Lynn's got a piece of paper here. She's got Doc Johnson interested in that. Fallaci's loading up his headpiece with something. He stuffed something in his headpiece. Wait a minute, he headbutted Doc. Doc's not goofy from the headbutt. Moving in on Gibson. Wait a minute, Gibson got him. Modified power bomb right there. Hooks the leg, referee's in. And we've got a 2 and a 3 count as Jamie Gibson has retained the U.S. title here in this contest, in this wild contest, let me tell you, against Doc Johnson. Fans, right now we're going to go out the Underground taking on Sudden Impact, Sean Adams and Jack Miller, as Johnny Blast of the Underground has got Jack Miller back over in the corner, laying in a series of shots on him. Irish whip to the near side. Jack up and over his man right there. Beautiful arm drag takeover there by Jack Miller of this great new tag team known as Sudden Impact here in Triton Championship Wrestling. Bob Valachi's your referee checking in on this action. Fans, we're glad you're tuned in, turned on, and checking out the action of TCW, no matter where you may be joining us from all across this great land of ours. As Jack Miller of Sudden Impact continuing to control Johnny Blast of the team known as the Underground. Sean Adams making his way up to that top rope, coming down, big double axe handle blow right to the shoulder area of Johnny Blast. Now winding up on that arm, nice arm bar, taking Blast down to the canvas and follows it up with a nice leg drop. Referee did manage to get a one count out of that exchange. As Sean Adams now bringing Blast back up to his feet, now catching him with a series of hard kicks right to the chest and solar plexus. And Adams got him, leg scissors right there, and beautiful Hurricane Rana style maneuver, taking his man down to the canvas, now driving him in to the turnbuckle. As Sean Adams, not always the biggest guy in the match, but I tell you what, his speed and agility makes up for it. But oh my, what a power move there by Blast as he drove Adams down with that power bomb maneuver. Man, he landed right on the back of his head. That had to have hurt. As Blast now makes the tag, here comes the Mauler, the other half of the Underground, as both men drop a couple of elbows on Sean Adams. I tell you what, this team, Sean Adams, Jack Miller, Sudden Impact coming in here. We kept hearing about them. We kept hearing about them. All the hype, all the press, and now they finally arrived, and they're doing great thus far as a tag team, no doubt about it. These two great young men coming in here, making a name for themselves in Triton Championship Wrestling. Oh my, the Mauler just nailed Adams right there with that clothesline coming across, and the Mauler definitely has got both Jack Miller and Sean Adams outsized and outweighed, but that's not going to stop these two young men from fighting best they can in this contest. As the Mauler brings Adams back up to his feet, big scoop, oh, right into a modified power bomb there, sit down slam, leg drop there on Adams, now firing in a series of hard right hands to the top of the head. As the Mauler is controlling Sean Adams at this point in time. Like I said, referee Bob Valachi checking in on the action, and the manager Valachi is kind of MIA, if you will, as Mauler caught him right there with a kick right to the face, and that's usually one of Adams' trademark moves, is that super kick, but the Mauler was able to utilize it against him right there. Oh, what a vicious headbutt there by this mysterious man known only as the Mauler. Got Adams set up, Irish whip across, coming in, and Mauler caught him, big double thrust right there to the throat, followed up by a hard fist drop right to the top of the head, and once again, it looked like he was possibly choking him there for a moment. Referee right on top of the action, checking in here with you in Triton Championship Wrestling. Fans, we're glad you're tuned in. Checking out TCW. Hope you're enjoying the action. Be sure to come see us live when the opportunity presents itself. There's nothing like the action and excitement of Triton Championship Wrestling live. And it's a great event to watch on television. Excitement and energy in the arena. As Adams got caught right there, just manhandled, driven down to the canvas, and referee got a 2 count out of that exchange. Mauler complaining referee's count was slow, but don't know if I necessarily agree with that one. Oh, leg drop right there to the lower abdominal extremities, we'll say, as Miller coming in now. He's highly upset after Mauler went by there and taunted him, as Johnny Blast has made his way back in and got a blatant chokehold going. Referee Bob Valachi right on top of it, as Johnny Blast has made his way back in for his team known as the Underground. Johnny Blast continuing to control Sean Adams in this contest. Caught his man right there with a back elbow and follows it in with a hard elbow shot. Looked like it was possibly the kidney area of his back. And now put the boots to Sean Adams is Johnny Blast of the Underground. And I noticed Johnny Blast wearing that leg brace once again. We've seen that come into play before. He claims an injury to the ankle, but he has utilized that brace to his advantage in matches here before, here with Triton Championship Wrestling. The Mauler Irish whipped him right into his own corner right there. There was a golden opportunity to make a tag. Perhaps that's what happened. No, the referee's not allowing it. Basically what he's done the past 2 or 3 minutes here is just maul Adams. best he can. Now he's just toying with Adams, letting him get close to his corner, then dragging him back over to the center of the ring. Adams continuing to try to get over to no avail. Now the Mauler with a version of the old surfboard maneuver, almost into a camel clutch, as just stretching on the neck and back area of Adams. And once again, Mauler taking a cheap shot at Johnny Miller on the side of the ring. And he's made the tag. Here comes Blast back in. Miller's in as well. Referee's pulling him back, trying to keep him out of there till he's legally tagged into the ring. It's got to be frustrating for this young man, wanting to get in, wanting to help his partner, wanting to lend a hand in this contest, but having to get that legal tag when the other team is cheating as vehemently as the Underground has been in this contest. The tag's been made once again by the Underground, and the Mauler missed that kick, caught Blast right in the chest, makes the tag. Now Jack Miller can step in the ring legally, taking it to both men, both members of the Underground, receiving a series of hard right hands to the side of the head. Adams is back in. We've got all four men going at it now in this tag team contest here with Triton Championship Wrestling. Do-si-do, here we go to the middle, and the Underground just met right in the middle right there. The momentum of this matchup changing quickly here. Adams has got his man up on that top rope, setting him up for something there. Beautiful leg scissors takeover, textbook execution there. Here comes Miller off the top. Beautiful senton bomb as well, follows it in, referee's in, and we got a 3 count. There you have it, ladies and gentlemen. This great new tag team, Sudden Impact, has won this contest here in Triton Championship Wrestling. And I tell you what, these kids have definitely earned their name, Sudden Impact, because they have definitely done so right here in TCW. Here in TCW is the heavyweight champion, Bruiser Graeme. Right there, just got Denny Cawley in that armbar. As both men here, great competitors. Glad to have them here in Triton Championship Wrestling as they've locked up collar and elbow once again. Graeme rolls around on a nice hammerlock, and Denny Cawley reverses that situation, pulls Bruiser Graeme in to a side headlock as the referee checking in on the action. And I just noticed Buddy Landell, the nature boy Buddy Landell, has come out here to ringside near the broadcast position to scout this contest. And Buddy did mention to me earlier in the evening that he was going to come check out this match, particularly because he wanted a title shot at whoever won this contest. So he's looking for a title shot here in TCW, and this match is for the heavyweight championship. So either Graham's going to retain the title or Cawley's going to be the new champion, one or the other. We're going to find out here as this match continues on. As Denny Cawley's got Graeme pulled into a side headlock at this point, wrenching down, applying all the pressure he can to it. Graeme shot him off right there, but Cawley caught him with that shoulder block up and over his man, and right there pulled him in with a nice side headlock takeover as the referee managed to get a 2 count out of that side headlock takeover before Graeme got his arm up. And I tell you what, like I said, Buddy Landell looking on very intently here, checking out these guys. He made it clear, like I said, he made it clear to me earlier. And Graeme, of course, our current champion, he may be facing Landell here in the near future. As Graeme was able to escape from that side headlock, Cawley now waiting on him to get back up, get ready into this contest. As a nice clean handshake there, show of sportsmanship, but just that quickly, Bruiser Graeme caught Cawley with a cheap shot coming in, now opening up on him as he drove his head into that top turnbuckle right there, and once again, with a great deal of force, driving his head into that top turnbuckle. Bruiser Graeme, man, that was sneaky. He reached out, shook Cawley's hand, and then kicked him right in the gut with a cheap shot, if you ask me. And Graeme got caught right there, hip toss, followed up by an arm drag, as Denny Cawley has got him in an arm bar position, cranking in on that arm, applying lots of pressure to the shoulder, elbow, and wrist area. As Cawley just wrenching down, got a wide vertical base so he can apply as much pressure as possible. Graeme managed to get his feet on that bottom rope. Referee's calling for a break here, and Denny Cawley, being the great sportsman that he is, allows a clean break from that exchange. They've done so, and Cawley pulled him into a nice top wrist lock right off the bat there. Cawley was with a go-behind takedown, stepped in and tripped his man up. Now he's got that arm isolated and focusing his attack on the arm and shoulder area of Bruiser Graeme, who of course is our current heavyweight champion here in TCW. He's doing his best to hold on to that title against this great young challenger, Denny Cawley, in this contest. As Cawley now bringing his man back up to a vertical base, takes his man, thought he was going to Irish whip him. Looks like he couldn't tell if he was maybe choking him there or exactly what he was doing. He had him pulled back across that top rope. They've locked up collar and elbow once again. Cawley pulls his man around into an arm bar once again, winding up that arm. He seems to have focused most of his attack on the arm of Graeme. Graeme responded right there using his size or a shoulder block. Cawley up and over with a leapfrog and caught him right there. Beautiful drop kick right in the mush. Referee's in and got a 2 count out of that one. As Graeme right there surprised Cawley, I believe, catching him in that arm drag takeover. As Bruiser Graeme now winding up on Denny Cawley. Bruiser Graeme continuing to apply that pressure to this arm bar as Cawley is almost close enough that he could grab that rope and cause a break, but he hadn't quite made it yet. And Cawley's usually not the type of wrestler to resort to taking advantage of situations like that and utilizing shortcuts. He usually, scouting this contest, he's made it clear he wants a title shot, and this match will determine our undisputed champion. Of course, Graeme is the champion going in, and Cawley got caught right there. High backdrop by Bruiser Graeme. Cawley grabs him though, brings him over right back into that arm bar. Denny Cawley, like a tenacious bulldog, just surprised Graeme right there, I believe, and pulls him right back in to that arm bar. Graeme made his way over to the ropes, causing a break right there, and Cawley, abiding by the rules, has allowed the break, although he did give Bruiser Graeme a taste of his own medicine and stomped on his hand in return for him doing that to him a little earlier. Cawley clamping in on that arm bar, got his man tied up now, and referee got a 1 count out of that. Bruiser Graeme better be careful up off that canvas. And he got a 1 count there again as Cawley continuing to apply that pressure. Oh, but it looked like Graeme went to the eyes right there. He poked the eyes of Denny Cawley, and I tell you what, that'll slow any competitor down, no question about it. Now laying a series of hard forearms in. Bruiser Graeme, Irish whip to the far side, coming across, and Cawley caught him right there. Backslide coming up. This could do it right here. Referees made the 3 count, and there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. Our new heavyweight champion right here in Triton Championship Wrestling is Denny Cawley. There you see the referee raises his hand. We've got a brand new heavyweight champion right here in Triton Championship Wrestling. Denny Cawley has won this contest here in TCW. There you see the presentation of the title. Great display of sportsmanship there by the former champion Bruiser Graeme, and now our new champion.